Yeah, so what's going on now, honey?
All right, here we are at the debate with our awesome speakers. We have Debrina. Oh, I love the name.
Yeah, that's a great name,
My
Debrina.
daughter's name is Ambrina. So I put Amber and Sabrina together. You put like Deborah and Sabrina. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, that's good. Good. And then Kim, right? Yes. Yes. Hi. And then Mark here. And we're all here getting ready to get on the panel. We have all these people lined up out here, drinking some wine, and we're going to be sharing.
Yeah, complimentary wine.
Complimentary wine.
Yeah.
And Brian is somewhere around here as well.
Yeah, we saw Brian over there.
Yep.
I think a lot of people don't know it's complimentary because it's not going quickly.
Yeah, they don't know. They
If
probably
they knew it was free, they would be gone by now.
That should be a sign.
Yeah, there should be a sign.
Right?
There's Brian.
There's Brian. Hi, Brian. This is the host.
Hi.
Tonight, we're giving just capturing what we're up to. Everyone's enjoying wine. And we have people asking questions. What is the number one question every city you've been to in 2014? What is like the number one question you get?
Why don't men try harder?
Why don't men try harder?
You want to know the number two question?
Yeah.
Why don't women make it easier?
Oh.
Good job, Brian. All right, so that's good. We're getting prepared. So if you haven't got that question beforehand, we're just on the spot. So now we get to actually be a little prepared.
You're really lucky he gave that to you.
Yeah,
so
see?
not do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's spontaneity.
Spontaneity. So now we're a little bit step up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you inside.
Why all of these seemingly reasonable people are either still single or single again, including me. So my job is not to necessarily provide answers, but my job is to raise questions. Now, how many women here think the men need to try harder? How many men think the women need to make it easier? Yeah, there we go. And there we are. Thank you, everybody. Good night. That's the crux of where we're at here. That is the disconnect. We have a crisis in confidence, and we have a crisis in breakdown in communication. Not just in Seattle, all over the place. Like I said, every city we go is different. Seattle has a unique social dynamic. It's a little socially awkward. Date right or stay single forever and sexy secrets to a juicy love life. A certified matchmaker, a renowned relationship coach in dating, intimacy, and relationships. She's been featured on Oxygen, NBC, Fox News, TBN, Cosmo Latino Magazine, and is the national relationship speaker. Oh God, she has a long bio for healthy women. She's the founder and CEO of MatchDateLove.com, as well as the Romance Success University, serving over 25,000 singles nationwide. Also making her great love debate debut. Please welcome Renessa Rios.
RSU! RSU!
There you go. She is an LA-based therapist. If you think you can hide out the back, I will find you. 2 rules. When I call on you, stand up and say your name. Ladies, tell the guys what your name is, and guys, tell the ladies what your name is. Confidence matters. So if you sheepishly say, like, my name is Tim, they're not interested in you. But first of all, we got to figure out what we're dealing with here in this room. How many people either grew up here or have spent more than 10 years within 50 miles of where we're standing right now? Wow, most of you. Very waterlogged, most of you. Wow, that's pretty good. Is that like 2/3? 2/3 Washingtonians? How many went to UW? How many Wazoo? ASU. Oh, I've been to some Apple Cups. They're nuts. Why do they come to a dating coach, or what is RSU? Why do they come to you here if there's plenty of things to do for yoga?
They want to do love the right way the next time. I think people are tired of investing into halfway relationships, things that aren't going the right place, they're getting involved with the wrong person, not asking the right questions, and just doing activities and then finding out that that person doesn't want a committed relationship or isn't ready to invest the same way they are. And so they want to do it right, and they want to make sure that they're not the red flag. And most of the time, we're only attracting what we're putting out in some cases, right? And so if we're not great communicators, we're probably going to find somebody else that's not a great communicator. If we're leading just by being horny, we're going to find somebody else who's horny. And it's really what we're putting out there to really value what we're looking for. So I help with all those areas, how to level out your horniness and level out being good communicators. It's a good comment.
What do you prescribe sedatives? Cold showers? Like, what do you do? That's a good point on the red flag, though. I believe that the women look for red flags and the men look for green lights. How many agree with that? I don't blame you. How many women here have said, I would rather be alone than be in a bad relationship? Okay? You're right. You should say that. You're not wrong. I don't blame you. Men never say that. Men look at the possibility of a good relationship as an equal one. Women are like, the possibilities are alone or bad relationship. Men are like the possibility, and good relationships out here on Pluto somewhere. Men are like good relationship, bad relationship, alone, are all sort of equal possibilities. Kim, what do you think of that?
To judge and assess machines of men, and that doesn't work. And we're often looking for a compensation for what we have not yet embodied ourselves. So the list has been very disastrous in many cases and dangerous because it sets us up to treat men like commodities and shop for them based on the list.
So yeah, some people make lists so they can sort of blame it on somebody else or rule out. Or people say to me,
I think that a lot of people end up dating, and you end up, it's more of a job interview than a relationship. And there are a lot of disposable dates going on. I was talking to somebody about that today. They have all these dates available. They're disposable. They end up not caring about them. And I think it's not a job interview. It's a relationship. The things you were talking about were all relationship-oriented things. They weren't statistics. I think your list should be very short. I do think that religion is a big thing on some people's lists, and I think you should have 2 or 3 non-starters that you absolutely say, I will not have this. Whether you're, one of the big ones is, I want people with kids or I don't want people with kids.
what do you got? Go ahead. Confident Tony.
I'm actually going to store this water. Actually, it's already opened. I don't want it.
Oh, you're going to touch her? You're going to grab her? Wait, you just... That's what you do? Is that the move? How many girls are okay with physical contact in line at Starbucks? Go ahead.
I feel like I've been at the dollar store and I throw my shit in someone else's little basket. I'm like, do you mind paying for that for me? And I'll talk to anyone. My move is anything that is spontaneous.
Ladies, do you like that?
Hold on. We've done wait, hold on. We've done
Why are you talking about the dollar store?
Hold on. We've done 65 shows. We've heard all sorts of moves. We've never heard throw something in her bag at the 99-cent store.
Tony!
All right, Sabrina.
Yes.
What should he do?
Find something, Tony. So I want you to come back over here. Come back over here, Tony.
So here's the thing. So take what she said, and I want you guys to imagine your most just sexy version of yourself, okay? And say your dial was at a 2. I want you to crank it up to a 10. And I want you to say hello in a really slow and sexy voice. Ready? 1. You guys, I want you to feel outrageous. It's okay. It's okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello.
There we go.
Guys. The lady thing is over the like you can take it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's kind of hot. I don't know. Do you think we should like crank it up?
Once again.
See, we like this. Okay, now. I don't know, Brian, do you have any like thoughts on how to get them going?
I'm only half grunter on my mother's side.
Yeah, okay, that's right. I don't know why I'm asking.
They got to do their shoulders out. They got to bring it out. Women can feel a man's chest. When he brings it out, we're like, oh my gosh, it doesn't matter how tall you are. As soon as you bring those shoulders out, we're like, oh, own your territory and then grunt.
Yeah, pretend you have a club in your hand. You know, like the
own your territory. congratulatory.
Yeah. Okay. Now
Not
on
like
the count of
this.
three.
No grunting like this.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work.
Okay. On the count of three, I want you guys to grunt. That was kind of a 5 in my mind. Let's go to a 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice. Ladies, 1, 2, 3. Men, 1, 2, 3. Ladies. Men. That's what I'm talking about.
Kim Seltzer, everybody. That was good because at least we established.
To what Mark and Sabrina and everyone is saying here, it is important to really know what you want in your next relationship, and the healing process brings us that, like what you're saying, from the past to the present. And it also allows how we're going to lead our joy and our happiness. If you're leading in your next connection time or your next singles event you're going to, or the next time you're going on a date night with what you want, and it's your own party, it's your own excitement, and you're sharing something that you're passionate about, you're sharing what you're excited about, if you're sharing what your family background or your personal background, or just sharing things that really make a difference in your life, that other person is going to feel that from you, which is going to lead to how can they be a part of what you have to offer. And a lot of us don't know what we have to offer our next relationship. We're walking around going, we're looking for what he has to offer, but what do we have to offer, and vice versa. We're looking at women going, what do they have to offer me? And so if we can go into these relationships, like, I know what I offer my next relationship. I offer joy, loyalty, happiness, passion, commitment, purpose, passion. Okay, well then what are the top 3 things you're talking about that express that in the first 3 to 5 minutes of meeting you? Or are you sitting in the background waiting for them to perform for you? So in reality, you're not leading with passion, purpose, joy. You're just being a copycat, waiting for everyone else to do it before you respond.
Okay.
And there's too many chameleons in the room. So yeah.
That's more of an opinion.
Just to add to that, this Sunday, I'm teaching a flirting class with my company, Match, Date, Love. And this goes over a lot of this communication that you guys are talking about, that is your chemistry, what's turning you on, what's turning you off, and how you're expressing that. Because if we look at chemistry as our go-to component for the rest of our life, then why hasn't your first love worked out? Your second love worked out? Your third love worked out? Chemistry cannot be our only polar existence of why that person did not work out. So we really have to see, like, okay, well, maybe I'm attracted to bad guys, and I really like it when they treat me bad and they don't communicate with me, because that was my last ex, really seeing why your past relationships haven't worked out and what your chemistry-o-meter is, your attractometer is what I call it. And this goes on both sides, especially when it comes to flirting and communicating. And when we look at these bad relationships, sometimes we don't really know what it feels like to be treated really good. And then we think, oh my gosh, this guy's like totally coming on to me way too strong. Or, oh, he's just he's calling me, he wants to know what I'm going to do this weekend, he's like totally all into my business. Well, no, he actually is showing he's caring, he's authentic, he wants to know, and really going, hey, I really like how much you're communicating, but maybe we can just slow it down a little bit. I want to get to know you before we go into a relationship, instead of looking at it as a red flag. So we, our own selves, have to be clear on what we're looking for and how we're flirting with that place and sharing that with men and women. So we're not using our chemistry as the excuse. It should be more than that. It should be, we're spiritually off, we're physically off, we're mentally, like 2 different levels. I'm talking about marriage and kids. He's talking about, going out and traveling and being gone for 3 years.
See, guys, see how much women think about this shit?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. We automatically
But
think,
they
I'm gonna
do,
date you,
and we
am I
need to be
gonna marry
aware
you?
of it.
Yeah. Marriage is a big thing.
Yeah, and that was before you.
And what their bonding, their memories, their conversations, their topics, they were so much closer together than the 8 couples that stayed the same.
But if you're only dating each other on the weekends, you're not dating. Anybody can do Saturday night. A couple does Tuesday night. It's much harder.
I will tell you. I will tell you. I've been married 24 years. I was single in the club. Thank you. I married up. That's always good. I think one of the things that keeps Andrea and I married are that we like to do the same things when we're not at work. And this sounds self-serving to say Events and Ventures did that, but I met her in Events and Ventures because I was going to volleyball. I liked hiking. I'm a Seattle dude.
Passionate, just look friendlier, look more approachable. A lot of us have mean-much faces a lot of times, and we're not aware of how we may look to someone looking onto us. So just start smiling more on a daily basis. You'd be amazed the difference it makes. The end and relax, I love that one. And throw out your list and work on being the list versus having the list.
That's great. Mark, a couple things. One, if you're a guy, you want to avoid the wimp group. If the woman's there, go talk to her. You're always going to look better if you just start than if you're hovering around. Events and adventures. I had somebody ask, what does events and adventures actually do? So I'm going to tell you that because I feel stupid doing this whole thing. Next time we walk out not knowing what we do. We run about 40 events a month here in Seattle. The idea is that when you relax and have fun, that's the most attractive group of people. How we're different from like a Yahoo group or whatever is that we filter. We meet everybody before they join. And so our members immediately know, one, this person is looking for a relationship or they wouldn't be here. They want to meet people or they wouldn't be here. I can hop in the carpool, I don't have to worry about it. And that is freeing for both the men and the women because you can just relax and have fun. And you don't have to ask for a number right now because you're going to see her next week at another event. And our events are amazing. We've been doing it 28 years here in Seattle, and we know this town like the back of our hand. If you become a member, I will do my best to help you build relationships. And Brian, you were saying earlier, you don't notice the people that don't get that go home alone. I feel that in my heart. I do. But my members, it is so important for my members to have a better life because they're a member of our club and to meet people that date and hopefully get married. And I've seen it happen a million times. And one of the reasons I'm on stage now for about 25 years, I talk to people individually and I counsel people individually when they need it. And I found out that there were a lot of things that I had learned that people didn't know. And so I'm doing this now to try to help you, even if you're not a member of Events and Adventures, to be able to be more successful and find that person. I just hope you do. Hopefully tonight you learn something about that. So he's right. Meet a group. Events and Adventures. Classes. Improv.
Volunteering.
Any place that you're in a room with people of the opposite sex or people of the same sex is a huge fan for the thing all alone. Renessa.
Well, I just love what Mark said, and I just agree when it comes to finding love, that's what we're all here for. So my biggest thing is making sure we don't forget the process of loving ourselves and showing people how that looks like. And so being able to share your love, and at my company, Match Date Love, I host 80 single events, not as much as many as Mark here, but our single events and also the matchmaking component, I would love to have all of you as our matchmaking clients. And most of all is our dating classes. I'm the only dating coach in the Northwest that teaches dating classes once a month. And they're from flirting, relationships, how to notice those red flags, how to make sure that you're getting into the right relationship, and most of all, how to put yourself in the right environment and how to get the results you want. Because we could be going to hundreds of events. If we're not doing the right things, we're not going to get the right results. And we could be going to hundreds of events and going on hundreds of dates. And if we're not being able to communicate the right way, being able to really express what chemistry looks like to us, and being able to put that out there and receive it back, then I know it's going to be, a hard journey. And I want to embrace those hard journeys and make it a fun journey for you. I met my husband through my company, so I know that this stuff works. And being able to get yourself out there and find that loving partner. So Match Date Love is my company. I would love to have you guys a part of that.
Just about any show we've ever had. This is a very smart city. This is a very vibrant city. There's new people. There's new energy. This is one of the greatest cities in America. So you have a huge advantage being here in Seattle. Seahawks will bounce back next year. You get back to the Super Bowl, it'll be okay. Thank you so much. We have some more wine out in the lobby a little bit, and then we're going to Agave Cochina 100 Republican, and the boys will buy you a drink. And if you're talking to me, you're doing something wrong. Talk to one of these experts or talk to each other. Thank you so much, you guys.
All right, here we are in this beautiful, beautiful hall that was filled up with all these awesome singles asking questions about their love life. And I'm so used to being the only person answering people that it was really, really hard for me to share the stage. I'm not gonna lie. It was really, really hard to have other people answer the questions. And then when I finally got a chance to answer, I felt like there was so much data in my brain, it didn't come out the right way. So either way, it's lots of good practice, and I know that there was still some good golden nuggets that were shared with everyone that attended, and it was nice just to see people be open and vulnerable to sharing their love life, and I was happy to give some support to that and share Match Date Love with hundreds of new people. So that was a really big added bonus for tonight.
All right.
Yay!
Good job, honey. Oh, how'd it go?
It went really, really well, I think.
I thought it was great.
Did you have fun?
I love the taxi light.
Yeah. Turn your taxi light on.
Oh, the taxi, the cab light,
and obviously the 3 F's. That's a great.
The 3 F's are so essential, and it's so simplistic.
People can walk around anywhere with that. Like, okay, I need to make sure tonight I'm going to be fun, fashionable, and flirty.
Yeah, exactly. It's like things to remember, and it's going back to the basics.
People need the basics. There's all this technology and how-to not the way to go. Get back to your basics of courtship, community, and friendship.
Yeah, I thought courtship was a great point to bring up.
Well, how did you think of the event?
It was awesome.
What did
It was
you
awesome.
think? We're doing some
It was
video.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, it was really good.
What's your takeaway?
So many different things were brought up tonight.
I know.
Ooh, there was a lot of different opinions tonight.
Yeah.
That was one thing. It was just like, there is no formula.
No.
I think that the thing that you're talking about, what I've learned personally, is just confidence and smile and showing up.
And fashion. Doesn't he look nice?
And being genuine.
Yeah.
Being genuine. Exactly. And fun. I was going to go up on the stage and told Chris I was going to go up on the stage and say, hey, everybody, welcome. Before everything started, just like, did you get your wine? Where are you traveling from? Just be like, who's this guy? Go sit down. Be like, who's that?
I was waiting for you, Keith. I was waiting for you to come
I
up.
really was going to
Keith
get
is
up on
the
the
guy
mic.
that was going to get up.
Oh, so you guys know each other?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He's part of this university, the Romance Success University.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
So it's just a lot of good things were brought up tonight. It's some of the stuff took a direction I wasn't thinking about. I was going to get the mic and just like change the direction totally, and just like bring up a discussion.
And now we're doing completely different.
And now from the peanut gallery.
Well, good job. All right, so that was tonight, and we'll have more. We might be going to the happy hour mixer afterwards. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. So, mwah.
Hey, we're done.
All right, here we are. Our night is finally over. It is 11 at night, and I'm just looking over a wonderful book from Debrina Jackson Gandhi, who was at the event as one of the speakers there. I just wanted to see what she's all about and listening to her awesome words of love and encouragement for the 124 million singles that are in the U.S. alone. That doesn't even count the world. So we are fighting the fight.
That's right.
From morning until night.
Oh, get it.
We are fighting the fight, sharing love with the world. And then I'm going to just relax with my honey, maybe ask for a foot massage. And yes, honey?
Yeah.
And being able to just have some downtime before we go to bed and start all over tomorrow.